What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. As always, like to remind you guys that if you want to donate to this channel, if you want to show love to Too Raw for TV, want to contribute to this channel, you can do so on the links provided in the description box. And this video, I want to touch on something that I totally forgot to talk about in the video I just did talking about Stephen A. Smith and why he has such animosity toward Kevin Durant. And it didn't dawn on me until Think Tank put it in the comments. I'm like, how did I forget to even bring that up? The fact that Kevin Durant chose not to play with the New York Knicks. It was the icing on the cake of hatred. Kevin Durant issued to Stephen A. Smith, like, man, fuck you and your Knicks. You know? And that was pretty much it, man. You know? And that pretty much tips it off, man, why he don't like him and shit, man. Like this been building for a while between those two. And people can sit there and say it's a stretch or like, come on, but you got to read between the lines with these guys, man. Like, just because somebody prefaced something with, I got all the respect for Kevin Durant, I don't want to hear that dry ass fucking preamble. Miss me with that shit, man. Anytime somebody got to start some off with some corny, dry ass preamble about how much they admire somebody and you don't hear no passion in their voice, come on, man. He don't like Kevin Durant, man. But yeah, the fact that Kevin Durant chose to play with the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets. Okay? The team that historically, since they came over in the NBA ABA merger in 76, right? That team has historically been the pygmy of the Big Apple NBA franchises since the late 70s. You know what I'm saying? They made a little noise. They kind of did a little noise in '84 when they upset the defending champion Sixers. And then it made bigger noise when they went to the finals back to back in the early 2000s. That was the best Brooklyn Nets team pretty much ever. And who knows what would have happened if Drazen Petrovic never died in that car accident in '93, and if Derek Coleman was more serious about being an NBA player. Who knows what could have transpired with that Nets team. But the Knicks have always historically been the dominant franchise. But things are changing. Things have been changing for a while. The Knicks, pretty much due to the fact that James Dolan is toxic and his organization has been horrible the last few years in acquiring talent, uh, drawing the interest of talent, and some of it earlier on was unfortunate injuries to players. Antonio McDyess comes to mind. Allen Houston comes to mind. But lately, it's just been the fact that guys don't want to play there. You know? So Stephen A. Smith needs to be more mad at the organization, the Knicks organization, rather than Kevin Durant. But it has to hurt him to see Kevin Durant join the Nets. Right down the fucking street. It has to hurt him to see the Nets potentially becoming the big dog of the Big Apple NBA franchises. The big dog. So yes, I do think it was personal when he brought something that Kevin Durant allegedly did 3 years ago, which was the genesis of the crumbling of the relationship between Westbrook and Durant during that offseason, which I think was more media driven than anything else. Okay, the media fed into that shit. But that was a long time ago. A long time ago. Everybody's moved on from that. Okay? 2016, you know how long ago that was? You know how many YouTube channels have come and gone since then? But like I was saying in my other video, man, it's personal with Stephen A. Smith, man. And he has a long history of saying shit and popping his mouth off in situations that if he didn't have that media position, he didn't have the clout he had, you know what I'm saying? Some brothers don't give a fuck. But, you know what I'm saying? He thinks because he's in the position he's in that he has power. And he does have power. He has a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? And but he thinks that he's untouchable. And one of these days, I think an NBA player who is about it is gonna fuck this dude up, man. I mean, he's gonna, you know, but he's not a friend to the black athlete. Time and time again, I say this shit, man. Like, why the fuck would you put out there that basically DeMarcus Cousins isn't worth the risk? Why in the fuck would you say something like that? DeMarcus Cousins is just 2 years removed from being the best center in the NBA, and now you're saying he's not worth the risk? I don't care if you do think that. You don't say that. It's fucked up. You don't ever. That's like you struggling. Let's say you were the best IT guy in the world, the best IT repair guy in the world, and you had, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, your resume is great, man. Companies love to have your expertise. But um, let's say you had a stroke. Not exactly the same thing, but let's say you had a stroke. Your recall isn't as good. Your memory isn't as good. You know what I'm saying? And you're struggling to get back from that stroke. Your hands aren't that great, but you're getting back to a point where you're 65 to 70% of what you were. And companies know that you're physically not what you once were, but they're thinking about giving you a chance. And here comes Stephen A. Smith. I think that Josh Bryant, he's just not worth the risk, man. I mean, you got to look at the stroke. I mean, look, can he do the job? He can't, I just wouldn't take that risk. And all of a sudden, nobody wants to hire this guy. It'd be looked at differently if he was fucking with somebody like that, though, right? These guys get paid to play basketball. Okay, they get paid to play basketball. Yes, they get paid millions, but they get paid to play basketball. And you gotta also remember that, yeah, these guys get paid millions, but it's in a sport or an environment where it's a shortened tenure. See, like a lot of people who have career jobs, you can work from the time you're 20 all the way until you're 65 years old. That's 45 years of concurrent income. These guys, if they don't get injured and they're lucky, maybe they can last 20 years like a Vince Carter, but more likely you're going to last 10 years or less. And actually, the average NBA player only lasts like maybe 4 or 5 seasons. So you have to be very careful about your money, and you have to be very careful about not getting injured. And then you have a guy like him telling people not to give you a chance with a contract? I don't know, man. But you know what I'm saying? He's always been like this, man. And like I said, my other video I did several days ago, I can't believe in one point in time I used to like this guy. I don't know what's happened to this dude because when Stephen A. Smith first came on ESPN back in the early 2000s, you just go check out Stephen A. Smith from his earlier shit, like his earliest shit, like 2001, 2002, even back when he used to like be a contributor more so than a star. Like remember, go back and check him out when he was on the best damn talk show with Tom Arnold and John Sally and all those guys, like way back in the day. Like he was different. He was totally different, man. He was not like how he is now. Something's happened to this dude. I think it's success. You know, success sometimes have negative effects on some people. We've seen how success can uh, not affect certain people, or it can. Uh, how can I say this? I think success. No, 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 no. I take that back. I take that back. Success. I think success illuminates or heightens a person's negative or heightens their personality or whatever negative personality traits they have. It gets heightened, and that's what you see with a guy like Steve Harvey, and that's what you see with a guy like Stephen A. Smith. Whereas other people, success heightens all their positive personality quirks. If you were a person that loved to help people, now that you have money, your first instinct is to try to save the world. Some people got to talk you out of that. Be like, look, man, you can't save everybody. But that's how some people are. A guy like Stephen A. Smith, though, he's a guy that probably has a lot of personal vendettas against people. Some people have burned him over the years. And, you could just see it. He's more of a scowling, you know, snarling at times, arrogant. He's extraordinarily arrogant. And, I just, I don't know, man. It's so obvious to me and to other guys here on YouTube, Ticket TV, QuestX. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on. But some people apparently just don't see it. I do. But tell me what you guys think, man.